2026 World Cup won't just be about the biggest names in football. Yes, stars like Lionel Messi, Kylian Mbappe, and Cristiano Ronaldo will dominate the headlines. But every World Cup creates new heroes. Every World Cup introduces players who arrive as prospects and leave as global superstars. This season, a new generation has been making serious noise across Europe. Some have carried their clubs through difficult times. Others have helped deliver trophies and unforgettable moments. Now, they're preparing for the biggest stage of all. For many of them, this will be their very first World Cup. But don't mistake inexperience for weakness. These young stars have already proven they can handle pressure. The question is, who will shine brightest when the world is watching? Here are 7 rising stars ready to make a massive impact at the 2026 World Cup. Erling Haaland. It took Norway nearly 3 decades to return to the World Cup, and they're not coming just to participate. They're coming to compete. At the heart of this exciting Norwegian team is one of the most feared strikers on the planet, Erling Haaland. The Manchester City superstar has spent years terrorizing defenders across Europe. This season was no different. Haaland once again finished among the Premier League's deadliest goal scorers, proving why he remains one of football's ultimate predators. But as impressive as his club form has been, his performances for Norway have been even more frightening. Throughout the qualifiers, Haaland scored goals for fun. Time after time, he stepped up when his country needed him most. Now, for the first time in his career, he'll get the chance to perform on football's biggest stage. And judging by his confidence, he's not feeling any pressure at all. If anything, Haaland looks ready to announce himself to the world in spectacular fashion. Lamine Yamal. Every World Cup has a young star who captures the imagination of football fans everywhere. In 2018, it was Kylian Mbappe. In 2026, it could be Lamine Yamal. It's almost hard to believe how young he still is. Despite not even reaching his 19th birthday, Yamal has already become one of the most exciting players in world football. His performances for Barcelona and Spain have made him one of the game's brightest young talents. Fans still remember how he lit up Euro 2024 with his fearless dribbling, creativity, and maturity far beyond his years. For a while, there were fears that injury might prevent him from participating in the World Cup. Fortunately for Spain, he recovered in time. And now, one of football's most gifted teenagers is preparing for the biggest tournament of his life. Yamal has often described playing at the World Cup as a childhood dream. In 2026, that dream finally becomes reality. Kobbie Mainoo. Football moves quickly. Sometimes a player's entire career can change in just a few months. Nobody understands that better than Kobbie Mainoo. Earlier in the season, questions surrounded his future. Opportunities were limited, and many wondered whether he would be able to establish himself at the highest level. But Mainoo refused to disappear. Instead, he fought his way back into the spotlight. With his composure, intelligence, and ability to control the midfield, he quickly became one of Manchester United's most important players. His performances didn't go unnoticed. England manager Thomas Tuchel rewarded him with a place in the national team setup, recognizing the enormous potential that many fans had already seen. Mainoo may still be young, but he's no stranger to big occasions. Now, he'll have the chance to represent England at his first World Cup. And for one of England's most exciting young midfielders, the adventure is only beginning. João Neves. Portugal's search for a first-ever World Cup title has lasted decades. Could this finally be their moment? If it is, João Neves will likely play a huge role. At first glance, Neves doesn't look like a typical defensive midfielder. He's smaller than many of his opponents and lacks the physical presence usually associated with the position. But what he lacks in size, he more than makes up for in energy. He seems capable of running forever. His work rate, intelligence, and relentless pressing have made him one of Europe's most promising young midfielders. The 21-year-old has already become a key figure for both club and country, helping drive success at the highest level. Now, he gets the opportunity to share the World Cup stage with his childhood hero, Cristiano Ronaldo. For Neves, it's a dream come true. And if Portugal goes deep into the tournament, don't be surprised if his name becomes familiar to football fans everywhere. Matheus Cunha. Not every football journey is filled with success. Sometimes the most inspiring stories begin with disappointment. Just ask Matheus Cunha. 4 years ago, he experienced one of the toughest moments of his career when he was left out of Brazil's World Cup squad. The rejection hit hard. By his own admission, it left him devastated. But instead of giving up, Cunha used that pain as motivation. He worked harder, improved his game, and slowly rebuilt his confidence. Today, he's one of Brazil's most exciting attacking players. His performances have earned the trust of Carlo Ancelotti, who sees Cunha as an important piece of Brazil's World Cup plans. Now, the player who once watched the World Cup from home finally has the chance to live the dream himself, and he'll be determined to make every moment count. Florian Wirtz. Germany has always had a special talent for producing world-class players. Florian Wirtz might be the next great name on that list. Elegant, creative, and fearless in possession, Wirtz has become one of the most exciting attacking midfielders in Europe. Statistics don't always tell the full story, because what makes Wirtz special isn't just goals or assists, it's the way he controls games. His vision, movement, and ability to create opportunities make him one of Germany's most dangerous weapons. Whenever he puts on the national team shirt, he seems to elevate his game even further. Now, with his first World Cup approaching, Wirtz has the chance to follow in the footsteps of German heroes who came before him. And if Germany makes a deep run, don't be surprised if he's at the center of it all. Michael Olise. France already possesses one of the strongest squads in world football, and somehow they keep producing more talent. One of the most exciting examples is Michael Olise. The Bayern Munich winger has enjoyed a fantastic rise over the past few seasons, establishing himself as one of Europe's most creative and unpredictable attackers. Defenders hate facing him, fans love watching him, and coaches love what he brings to a team. Olise has often been described as calm and laid back off the pitch, but once the game begins, his talent does all the talking. His performances have earned praise from Didier Deschamps, who believes the winger can bring something special to France's World Cup campaign. For Olise, 2026 will be a completely new experience. His first World Cup, his first chance to perform in front of billions, and perhaps the perfect stage to announce himself as one of football's next global stars. These are 7 rising stars preparing to make their World Cup debut in 2026. Some are already household names. Others are still waiting for their breakthrough moment. But one thing is certain, by the time the tournament ends, the football world may never look at these players the same way again. Which player do you think will have the biggest impact? Let us know in the comments below.